into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
A very good morning, you beautiful early risers, and welcome to it once more. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show is live, large, and in charge on this, the 25th of June.
Hey.
More than halfway through the halfway mark of the year.
Can you believe it?
I can.
Because it feels like just last week we were saying, Happy New Year, Happy New Year.
Really? No,
Doesn't it?
Tabiso, in reality, let's be truthful now. Come on, it's been like days and days.
It feels
and
like
we've
it's been
locked
2 months.
down. Do you know what I
It's
mean?
been 2 months.
No, not even. It's been that long. But, you know, hopefully we're here to infuse some feel good into your day. My name is Katla Kamaboy alongside Tabiso Makubela, a.k.a. Uncle Tabzi.
That's me, yes. Welcome to it, your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Lots of feel good coming your way this morning. Today, I think should be considered National Chocolate Day. I think because we're going to be exploring all of the wonderful ways to enjoy chocolate in the kitchen. I mean, you've got some fantastic recipes coming through, right?
Absolutely, we do. Clem will be making a 3-ingredient choc chip oat cookie and a chocolate meringue pie. Let that sink in, while Anel will be making an avocado and chocolate hummus. Beautiful stuff. And Nicole will be making a Super M triple threat warm chocolate shake.
Oh, man. We're in for a treat.
I'm sensing a lot of, you know, if it's delicious and brown,
Yeah.
we must get down. I'm sensing a lot of this happening in the kitchen today. I don't know if Clem agrees, but he looks like he's in the mood for it. Are you, sir? Yes? Yes? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's in there. I think 2 of my favorites coming through there. You've got chocolate and then you've got Avo. You've won my heart completely.
Really?
The kitchen
You do the chocolate and everything?
Well, no, not together. At different times, different dishes.
Okay.
But listen, Anel's the queen of ever, so she's probably able to bring those 2 together in one recipe. One of these days, we'll be seeing that unfolding. But hey, connect with us on our social media throughout the show. Expresso Morning Show, SABC3 on Facebook. Of course, welcome to all of our YouTube viewers as well. Let's check out what's happening over there by Aunties Jamie Lee and Kuhle Adams.
Aunties, you say?
Aunties. Good morning,
Imagine. A very good morning to you, South Africa. Good morning to you, Team Kamalam Kuhle Adams.
Jamie Domber.
I love that. I love what they said. If it's chocolate and brown, you must get down.
Listen, we are getting down. Talk about chocolate. You know, we have 3 types of chocolate this morning. Myself, caramel, you, mocha chocolate, Nox Mafu is dark chocolate. Because it is a triple threat today on the show. It's the Omar Rusk 5-second challenge. And we want to know on our social media, who do you think is going to take the title? Is it going to be caramel? Is it going to be chocolate? Is it going to be dark chocolate? We want to know all of that. I'm rooting for you.
Are you rooting for me, Tommy?
I am rooting.
Thank you so much. But you know what? I'm going to take it easy on Nox Mafu because she's just joined the team. So I just want to give her a warm welcome.
It's initiation day here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. But let us know once again. But right now, we're going to get into this news headlines with Uncle G.
Thank you so much, ladies. Let's start here, as we do in South Africa. First up, Aspen, South Africa's largest supplier of drugs, says it has enough capacity to produce a sufficient supply of the dexamethasone vaccine. Now, the drug has been proven effective in improving the likelihood of survival of patients with severe cases of COVID-19. Aspen manufactures both the injectable and tablet forms of the drug, mainly used for treatment of tumors, asthma, and other respiratory ailments. The Department of Health says the government currently has a stock of 300,000 ampules of dexamethasone. The injectable version could cost about 10 Rand and a tablet about 2 Rand. And staying in South Africa, Finance Minister Tito Mboweni yesterday hailed the Ramaphosa administration's achievements in responding rapidly to the current economic shock from the coronavirus lockdown. Mboweni delivered an online revised national budget, which outlined some of the government's plans to cope with the catastrophic impact of the coronavirus crisis. Government is expecting this year to earn 300 billion Rand less in tax than it had expected, while it has promised to spend 500 billion to help the economy and citizens amid the pandemic. Mboweni also allocated 61 billion Rand to a job creation and protection initiative and 21.5 billion Rand for healthcare. Then local residents and visitors yesterday flocked to Umkababa Beach in KwaZulu-Natal's south coast to help themselves to some of the massive catches of sardines. Experts say the continuing sardine run is due to lower temperatures, a calm sea, and the fact that wind hasn't been a factor. KwaZulu-Natal's shark board's Greg Thompson said the sardine activity was accompanied by associated predators, including many large sharks seen close inshore. Thompson reiterated that due to the restrictions imposed by the COVID-19 lockdown, all shark safety gear was removed. 3 sharks which were brought ashore in nets yesterday were released safely. Then casting a wider gaze on the international front, a small-scale miner in Tanzania, Saniniu Liza has become an overnight multi-millionaire after selling 2 huge tanzanite stones, which together weigh 15 kilograms. The mining ministry says the 2 gemstones, one weighing 9.2 kilograms and the other 5.8, are the largest tanzanite rocks ever mined in the country. 52-year-old Liza yesterday sold the gems to the government for a total of 48 million rand. Tanzania President John Magufuli telephoned Liza to congratulate him and said this was the benefit of small-scale miners and proved that Tanzania was rich. And now news of a huge effort aimed at combating pollution. A massive community-driven cleanup of the Big and Little Lotus rivers in False Bay is currently underway, driven by the Friends of the Zeekoevlei and Rondevlei, and with logistical support from the City of Cape Town and the False Bay Nature Reserve. The cleanup forms part of National Environment Month, and it's shocking what the cleanup has so far yielded. More than 250 bags of rubbish, plastic, baths, dozens of tires, 3 bed bases, 11 mattresses, and more than 30 back cases of old TV sets. The work is being carried out by the Cape Town city workers, as well as 10 workers who are being paid through funds raised by the Friends of Zeekoevlei and Rondevlei. And cleanup was initiated to clear the amount of waste which had built up against the litter restraining fences at the outlets of the 2 rivers into Zeekoevlei ahead of the winter storms. 80% of all plastic waste in the ocean originates on land and finds its way into stormwater drains and rivers, where it's transported downstream into the ocean. So hats off to these dedicated citizens caring for the environment. And now finally, turning our gaze to the world of entertainment. As the reach of the Black Lives Matter movement has now expanded well beyond the borders of the US, so are many long overdue conversations around race finally being addressed and met with decisive action to boot. As such, one of the discussions being tackled is that of the use of blackface, which has seen the removal of shows like Little Britain in the UK and the deletion of some episodes of 30 Rock in the US from each country's respective popular streaming platforms. Now addressing her request to remove these episodes, 30 Rock creator and star Tina Fey said, and we quote, "I understand now that intent is not a free pass for white people to use these images. And I apologize for the pain they have caused. Going forward, no comedy-loving kid needs to stumble on these tropes and be stung by their ugliness." Then, of course, closer to home, the implications for Mzansi filmmaker Leon Schuster have been dire, seeing 6 of his films being removed from local streaming platforms, pending review. Long under scrutiny for the legacy his films now hold under a vastly different political climate, Schuster has admitted that while he's shocked by the decision, he wishes to listen when people speak, and he added, "I really don't want to harm anyone. I don't want us to laugh at each other. I want us to laugh with each other." And let those words echo as we now shift into the weather.
Molweni nonke ndiyathemba niyaphila masiqale kakuhle le mini ngokwazi isimo sezulu sime njani. But first, let's have a look at some sunrise pictures. Sharini Naidu takes us to KZN with this image taken in Park Riney. Residents of Park Riney starts the day off on 14 degrees, reaching a high of 23. Josephine Pickstone says good morning with this image of the skyline in Oudtshoorn. Cape Town do expect rain today with temperatures ranging from 13, reaching a high of 18. Thank you to both Sharini and Josephine Pickstone for sending in your sunrise pictures. I trust you will have an awesome Klein Vrydag. Now, to all the sea lovers, the National Sea Rescue Institute says a surge in shark activity this time of the year along the southern and eastern Cape coastline is quite normal as they target seals and fish close to the shore. This as incredible drone footage captured by 14-year-old nature enthusiast Zach Berman shows a very close encounter between a great white shark and paddlers off Plettenberg Bay. The shark casually swims just below the group of kayakers and surfers who are unaware of its presence. As a wave breaks, they finally notice what is below them and make a break for the shore. Fortunately, no one was injured. The NSRI has been on a high alert over the last days, warning of several shark sightings, particularly around Plettenberg Bay. So to all the surfers out there, please do be safe on the ocean. But bringing it back to the land, let's check the temperatures for the rest of the country. It's a mostly cloudy day for Polokwane at a low of 5 degrees, reaching a high of 20. Clear skies in Bombela at a low of 8, reaching a maximum temperature of 24. A partly cloudy day in Pretoria with a maximum of 19 and a minimum of 5 degrees. Johannesburg, 319 are your temperatures for the day. It's a sunny day in Mahikeng at a maximum of 21 and a minimum of 4. Hazy clouds for Klerksdorp, 220 are your temperatures. Kimberley, your temperatures range from 4, reaching a high of 20. Bloemfontein starts the morning on 0, reaching a maximum temperature of 20. And Richards Bay, 1624 are your temperatures for the day. And Pietermaritzburg kicks off the day at a low of 7, reaching a high of 26. Now we're off to KZN at Durban. 12 is the low for the day, reaching a high of 26. Moving down to the Eastern Cape, Qalemtata, 4 degrees is the minimum and reaching a maximum of 26. Now the neighbor, Port Elizabeth, East London, has a low of 14, reaching a high of 29. And Cradock, 423. Port Elizabeth, the friendly city, 12 is your minimum for the day, reaching a maximum of 29. George, 1126. And Cape Town, 1318 are your temperatures for the day with a 72% chance of rain. So please do cover up if you plan on stepping out of the house. Worcester, 9 is your low for the day, reaching a high of 21. And Sutherland, 719 are your temperatures. Last but not least, Uppington, 25 is the maximum for the day, that starts off at a minimum of 10 degrees. Now remember, whichever part of the country you're in, whatever the weather, make sure to have yourselves a feel-good kind of day.
Thank you so much, dear. Hopefully it is a beautiful day for you. Ours is shaping up quite nicely because it's chocolate day.
Thank you, dear. Yes,
Thank
it's
you,
chocolate
dear.
day all day long. Well, not
And we love
officially,
it,
so
man.
we're unofficially taking over the day and trying to make it chocolate day, aren't we not?
Can
We'll
it
be
not be
enjoying
official?
all kinds of chocolate. It
It's
can be.
officially, unofficially official.
Exactly.
Okay. So all our recipes all involve one of our guilty pleasures. Yes, it's chocolate. And you know that on Expresso, it's chocolatey and brown. It must go down.
Wait, no. Clem has really established that as one of the key phrases on TV. You've got to say it right.
Do I?
If it's delicious and brown, we must get down.
Okay.
And then you
Get
proceed
down.
to enjoy
But then we
whatever
need to
is
use it.
delicious.
That's the thing.
No music for us?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yes!
Oh!
Oh, no!
Hit the spot!
Oh, yes!
Ditwa guy!
Oh,
EO!
okay!
Hi kids!
Oh.
It's Hey, listen. It's gonna be that kind of day today. Clem really enjoyed that.
Clem, I think you need to trademark that.
Really he
that
does.
move, yeah,
Honestly,
it's your
he does.
move.
And you know that we like to share words of inspiration with you to get you through the day. And today we turn to Charles M. Schulz, the creator of the successful and beloved comic strip Peanuts.
Oh, wow,
and here are some sweet words to get you started through the day.
So he once said, all you need is love. But a little chocolate now and then doesn't hurt.
Charles
true,
M.
man.
Schulz knew way then what we know now. If it's delicious and brown, we must get down. Oh! Treat yourself and your skin this winter with Optimum Medical Aesthetics. A team of compassionate clinical professionals provide you with an honest face-to-face consultation, creating bespoke treatment plans catered to your individual needs. Whether it's a chemical peel, facial Botox, hairline restoration, or medical weight loss treatments, you'll leave feeling 100% reassured and confident from your very first appointment. Visit OptimumMedicalAesthetics.com now to book your consultation.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Happy birthday, a very happy birthday to you. Yes, welcome back to it, your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso live on SABC3. It's a Thursday morning. It's time for us to get into one of my favorite segments of the show to wish you, our loyal and loved viewers, a very happy birthday. And today, well, if you're celebrating your birthday, you're sharing it or celebrating your day alongside South Africa's very own Queen Bee, Bonang Matheba. She turns 33 years old today. I mean, take a look at that. What a queen. She has achieved so much over the years, including writing her first book, being on the Forbes Africa cover, launching her very own brand of sparkling champagne, her very own brand of lingerie with Woolies. Happy birthday, Bonang. Continue really to achieve greater heights. We love you.
Salah, you are fabulous. Love Bonang. But of course, right now it's time to get into wishing you, the real celebrities at home, a happy birthday. This message reads, today is my twins' birthday. Yippee! Happy birthday to Andile and Anele. May they be blessed with all their heart's desires. I've just recovered from COVID-19, and that is such a huge relief to them. That's amazing.
Wow.
And this comes from Vuyiswa Dunjana. Congratulations on recovering from COVID-19.
Wow, Vuyiswa.
Yeah,
Well
the
done.
next one reads, happy 19th birthday to Jaywin. May God bless you with many more years and may all your dreams come true. Enjoy your day, love from the Rudolph and Geduld family.
And then it's also Kokeletso's birthday today. Kokeletso turns 25 years old. It says, happy 25th birthday to my bunny, Kokeletso Musiani. Thanks for being the most inspirational person in my life. I love you so much. This is from Koke. And then Kashifa turns 12 today. Happy 12th birthday to our princess, Kashifa Isaacs. May Allah always guide and protect you. Stay the sweet, loving child that we all love. From your mummy, your daddy, and your big sister.
Oh, and then the next one reads to Gustav. Baie geluk, my seun Gustav, met jou verjaarsdag. Hoop jy het 'n heerlike dag. Dankie dat jy so 'n goeie kind is. Lief vir jou. Dit kom van ma, pa, Amor en Nanda. Ligras vir jou, Gustav. Oh,
Happy birthday.
Trots op jou, Gustav. And then the next one reads to Ridwan, wishing Ridwan Rasit a very happy birthday. May you be blessed with many good years. This comes from your sister, Shiam.
Nokolo is celebrating her birthday today. Hello, Noxie. Happy birthday to Nokolo Nganga. Let your dreams all be on fire and light your birthday candles with that flame. Oh, yes. Have a gorgeous birthday, beautiful. This is from your friends. Happy birthday, Nokolo. Well, listen, if you have a loved one celebrating their birthday, we want to know all about it. We want to wish them well. We want to celebrate them right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. So send us a WhatsApp and maybe sing them their favorite song on the WhatsApp video and then send it to us, 071-640-6551. Or you can email your wishes to us, birthdays@cardova.tv. Hey, but it's time to celebrate the right way. It's time for us to make some chocolate chip cookies using only 3 ingredients to say happy birthday.
Delicious, right? I can't wait to actually delve into it. But I want to remind you at home that, please do a little bit of good today as you start off your morning by helping those who are in need. Woolies, along with the Gift of the Givers, have paid up, to distribute food care packages to families in need. Now, each bag is filled with a balance of protein, fresh fruit, vegetables, and other staples, as well as hygiene products to help curb the spread of COVID-19. For as little as 10 rand, you can provide one person with 3 meals for a day. That's massive. Now, just simply scan the QR code on screen using the SnapScan app or your banking app on your phone and donate namhlanje, man, guys. Let's do it. Every little bit will help in making a big difference in someone's life. But now, as Uncle Tabzi mentioned earlier on, we're using 3 ingredients to make something really delicious. Now, no chocolate festival is complete without a chocolate cookie of sorts, and if it only has 3 ingredients, even better. I also thought it was impossible to make a cookie using only bananas, oats, and chocolate. But let me tell you guys that these scrumptious bites taste like $1 million. And Chef Clem is going to show us exactly how to achieve it.
And it's 3 ingredients. It's so easy to make, so I thought we could talk about the chocolate.
Okay.
So it's the chocolate festival happening right now. And that's not Katlego and my R&B group that's coming out. It's not. It's a chocolate festival at Woolies, and the festival ends on the 19th of July.
What?
And it's 30% off any 3 Lind products or selected Woolies products. 30% off any 3. And so chocolate is for sharing, right?
100%.
And we
Chocolate is love.
celebrate every day. So I just want to say thank you, Kukle. Thank you. And because you're so amazing, just how amazing are these chocolate slabs?
These giant slabs have made my
Your day.
entire week. Thank you so much,
But we
Chef
share,
Kim.
I don't know where Katleho is, but Katleho, look behind your seat right now.
You're getting a chocolate.
Behind your seat. Behind your seat.
Ah! Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah!
Look at that. Look at that.
You're getting a chocolate. You're getting a chocolate.
Now for the
Oh, and
finale,
it's got the
South
extra crunch
Africa,
as well.
to all our viewers at home,
Okay,
South
okay.
Africa, look under your, I'm sorry, that was horrible. That was horrible. How many South Africans are looking under their seat
Now
right now?
imagine now I'm chilling on the couch, I'm watching TV, and I literally look under my seat
Wow.
to no chocolate. Chef Kim, you owe the entire of South Africa chocolates after this.
Well,
look at
thank
me
you.
dropping my
With the
mic
Woolies
pack.
Chocolate Festival, we actually got you covered. We got you covered. Okay, so Katlego, by the way, he got the new Chuckles mini slabs.
Okay.
It's a mini slab. It's a treat size.
A cute
but it
one.
is so delicious. It's so good. I mean, life is like a box of chocolates, and whatever your preference is,
Oh, I like that.
exactly, whatever your preference is, you've got it covered at Woolies. My mother always said, I was born with a chocolate chip on my nose.
Oh, that is so adorable.
So who better to endorse the
cute.
chocolate than me?
Than you. I love it.
Okay, so Graham and I are gonna get really out of hand and naughty in the kitchen later because we're making
Later
a
on.
chocolate meringue tart. So
Okay.
I thought, let's reel it in because chocolate doesn't only have to be about the ultra indulgence with all the sugar. This is actually a really great one that'll kind of satisfy that chocolate craving, but it uses banana, oats, and chocolate.
And it's so cost effective.
It is, absolutely. So we're beginning of lockdown. Everyone was onto banana bread. You know
Yes.
what? So we're gonna bring back the banana right now with these, I'm calling these little stud muffins.
Stud muffins.
Because
I
they're
love it.
absolutely so delicious and decadent, but you can feel a little better about it.
So we're using 2 bananas.
2 bananas, they're quite big, maybe like 1.5.
Okay.
Yeah, so talking about feeling good, Woolies chocolate, the Woolies brand of chocolate is responsibly sourced, and that's very, very important because sourcing chocolate, you have to be ethical, you have to look after the farmer and his family. And that ensures that in our future, there will be delicious chocolate.
Sustainable.
Sustainable.
We
You
are
gotta be
all about sustainability here
Exactly.
on the show, and Woolies always has us covered. I'm so sorry, Clem. I can't wait until after the show, so I'm just gonna dig in. Right
You don't
now,
have to
okay?
apologize. Chocolate is one thing you never have to apologize. There's never a wrong time to have chocolate. As
Every
long as
time
you-
is tea time for
Every
chocolate.
time it's tea time for chocolate, as long as you're sharing. Okay, so you're mashing up your bananas. If your bananas are a little riper and they're looking a bit bruised, even better, because then there's more flavor in it. We know this.
Oh,
Why not?
really?
Yeah, absolutely.
I always like take out the bruised parts for some reason.
Don't. There's more sugar, more flavor in the banana when it's a bit bruised. You've got the good one. You've got the one with the speckled eggs. There's a whole following for people that love speckled eggs, and now Woolies have gone and added to a chocolate slab.
Those are
How amazing is that?
fantastical multicolored eggs. Ooh.
Oh, cookle. It's never too early. It's never too early for chocolate. Okay, so you mix your banana and your oats together. The trick is that you want the moisture of the banana to seep into the oats. And that way you're gonna get like a cookie dough crumbly effect. Okay, chocolate. Here's about where you can go crazy. You can add whatever you want. You can add some chuckles to that. You can add this peanut brittle chuckle slab. You can add that in there. We're gonna go for a 70% dark chocolate.
Okay, do we want like an extremely concentrated taste?
You can do whatever you like.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do this because I kind of like the flavor of the banana and dark chocolate. I like that kind of
The
combo.
balance.
But go crazy. So what you wanna do first of all is you wanna just break it up,
Slap that slab.
slap it. Okay. And then that just breaks up the slab inside, making it easier for you when all you're gonna do now is just peel off the little foil on the end and you just let it go in. Keep it chunky if you want. You can break it up even more.
I was about to ask, do you not melt the chocolate, or do you
No.
want the chocolate bits?
You can actually melt the chocolate if you wanted to, but I kind of want to see the chocolate. I want the chocolate to kind of melt slightly on its own while it's in there. And then that's all you need. So I know it's so simple, 3 ingredients. That's all you need.
Just that.
Well, there's something that I do always. When I make oats, even when I make oats on the stove, add a little bit of salt to it. It brings out the flavor of the oats. And then also we spoke about chocolate and a bit of salt. Brings out the flavor of the chocolate. So yeah, a fourth optional ingredient, a little pinch of salt. So all you gotta do now is just take this. Oh, again, don't forget, let it sit for a bit to absorb the moisture from the
How
banana.
long do we let it sit?
I say half an hour is good, eh?
Okay.
And then you make these little mountains of this delicious 3-ingredient stud muffin.
Where have you ever seen choc chip cookies made from just 3 ingredients, and they taste delicious at that.
I'm trying.
Wow,
I'm just
Chef
trying to
Kev.
show you that chocolate is not only for like those guilty, indulgent moments. You can actually make it something that's good for you, satisfying, and it's
An entire treat for the family. Now, if you at home would like to get your hands on this awesome recipe, make sure to head on over to our website, expressoshow.com, and also go crazy at Woolies. 30% off all of these incredible...
all of it.
Actually, let me...
Okay, but yeah, you know
Try
what's
it
up.
out.
You know what's happening.
I know what time it is, you know what I'm saying.
Okay, can we get the music?
Oh, cue the music.
Yeah, that's good to do.
Imo!
We do this for you, South Africa. We do this for you. And you gotta make these. You gotta make these,
Is
for
it
sure.
even morning TV at
This is
time?
we're moving to a new time slot. 9 to 11.
PM. No, we're kidding.
PM.
We're joking. We're joking.
PM.
Keep it locked right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show for so much more fun and chocolate eating.
Thank you, thank you. Only you can make my day. It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. You're live with Expresso. Thank you so much for tuning in on what has already been a most enjoyable Thursday morning. Time now to have a little techie fun. Everybody's been at home and streaming content for work, undoubtedly, or connecting with friends for that matter. Whether it's a home broadcast, teachers building online classes. If you've got a little one who's in creche, you'll know all about that. High quality Zoom meetings. Nearly every working professional who is working remotely could do with a better streaming setup. And Grant Hines, South African gaming YouTuber and streamer, unashamed streamer, joins us now in studio to tell us a little bit more about it. We're going to talk the cool tech that's available in a second because there's some sexy tech going on over there. Really, really cool. But streaming is something that is exploding, not just in the niche market of streamers, guys who are playing games and casting and doing that sort of thing, but we've all had to learn how to stream a little bit.
It's just been this really exciting time, unfortunately, because of the situation where people have to work from home and be able to broadcast themselves across the internet. And that's also like, there are a lot of people watching this that might be teachers that are teaching their classes through Zoom or Google Lectures, or there are lecturers that are presenting their cases and invigilating one-on-ones. Business people, yourself, meeting with Zooms with clients, which is...
I mean, I had to judge a show where we had to sit for 5 hours and we had to go through things and do, you know, it was the weirdest kind of scenario, but we were able to do it. But it's the new normal.
It is, and I've been streaming for the past 5 years, but streaming to Twitch and to YouTube with predominantly in video games. But the stuff that we've been using for over all of this time, I have to say, all the research and development that we've been doing in the scene is now, it's a pleasure, is now making its way into the mainstream. So there are a couple of things that you can do to make your streams to your audience, whether it be a classroom or your business meetings, or if you are applying for a job. All those things now matter, how you present yourself online in a live stream.
Okay, so let's talk us through the etiquette then. What is expected now in a stream?
Well, remember, you are viewing somebody. A lot of people think they can just switch on a device and start streaming without consideration for light, for space, for like if they're being backlit and people can't see your face. It's just unprofessional at this point. So you've got to start looking at your Zoom meetings or your lectures as
your
places of
presentation,
as something that is reflecting professionalism. So a couple of things. Firstly, lighting is extremely important. Make sure that your face is lit and the background isn't lit. A lot of devices that we have, like notebooks and phones, have very small sensors inside the camera lens, which pick up very little light. We actually don't realize that. So when you are sitting in front of your computer or your phone with a Zoom meeting, there's very little light that's being picked up. So you've got to overcompensate for your face so that you come out clearer and sharper, because if there's no light, you won't be crisp around the edges. Number one, people need to see you. Body language is a big deal. That's why face zooming is important. Number two, audio. If you can, make sure that you use a secondary audio device. The microphone on your devices isn't great.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what it is? And you got kids, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Remember that news clip on CNN or whatever, the kids just come running in the back of the studio. Look, we forgive him now, but like, we know better when it comes to live streaming from home. We can put parameters on, we can lock the doors, we can make sure everything looks as professional as possible. So make sure the audio is good by having an external device, and that you're not streaming from the garden or the neighbors are having like an illegal braai or something. You know, you want to make sure that people can hear you and you come across clearly.
Okay, because it's part of that. I always thought that it was requisite to have a bookcase behind you, because that seemed to be the thing. If you're going to have a Zoom meeting, you had to have a bookcase behind you.
100%. If you're a professor or a pastor, whenever I see even churches are streaming now because it's safer to actually meet on a Sunday online, which is really exciting on Facebook. So that's another example of that. And who wants to sit through a sermon or a lecture with a mumbling microphone? And if your audience are kids and they are sitting in like a school lesson, you don't want to sit. It's bad enough sitting in class, like listening to your teacher. Imagine listening to your teacher over like a terrible microphone like this. You know, you want to make sure that it's the best quality that you can.
Okay, just very quickly, we've got about 30 seconds here. Take us through what we're going to be chatting about in just a moment.
So we're going to be talking about some audio, some lighting gear if you don't have natural lighting. We're going to talk about some of the devices that you can plug in and capture external things and be able to control your stream. You don't need to only use one camera. You can use multiple cameras, and this is where it gets very exciting.
Very exciting indeed, and if there's anyone like myself looking at kind of exploring that new broadcast space in particular, there are all sorts of new revenue streams. Our eyes are being opened, but we're going to get into some of this very, as I said, sexy tech in just a moment. But right now, it's all about gaming, and this one is hot. It could scoop all of the awards. Let's join Kat and Gareth Woods.
You're with your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, right here on SABC3. Now, in 2013, The Last of Us, a PS3 exclusive video game, took the gaming world by storm with its unique story told within a familiar post-apocalyptic setting. Now, the game has since won multiple awards, including Game of the Year. And this morning, our gaming guru, Gareth Woods, joins us to review the highly awaited sequel, The Last of Us Part 2. Gareth, great to have you with us. How are you doing this morning, man?
Yeah, good, thanks. How you guys that side?
Very, very good. Now, I remember you saying that this is one of the games that you are particularly excited about, especially coinciding with the launch or the release of the PlayStation 5. So, fair to say that you're more on the positive side of the spectrum with regards to what The Last of Us Part 2 has been receiving in terms of reviews?
Yeah, there's a lot of negative comments about the game, and to be honest, a lot of it is, I feel like gamers feel like they own the characters. You know, like they own the characters of the movie or the game, and so when the director or the writers decide to go in a certain direction that they don't like, then they tend to backlash with what's called review bombing. So you'll see it when you go on websites. The reviewers who played the game will give it like a 95, a 10 out of 10, for example. But then people who have played it or not, just like fans of the game, will give it zeros and ones and all that. So you'll see the review score 95 and then the user score of like 2. And so a lot of that is just a backlash, I think, to people feeling like the characters were hard done by because of the way the story went. But yes, I'm definitely on the positive side. I love the game. It's one of the few 10s out of 10s I would give. I know a lot of people think that you can't have a perfect game, but this is as close to a masterpiece as I've ever played.
Wow, that's incredible to hear that. So if we had to take a step back for the newbies out there, so this game takes place in a post-apocalyptic world, but talk to me about the overarching character-driven storyline of the game, and where exactly does Part 2 pick up in terms of the players?
Okay, so you're still in the same world, post-apocalyptic. There's like zombies have kind of taken over, and But it's far less about the zombies. It's more about how human beings are now surviving in this era. So it's a lot like the Walking Dead series, where one of the biggest threats is not the zombies. the biggest threats are other human beings, you know, and how they're fighting to survive and, you know, and screwing each other over for resources. But what really happens, the story's driven by the repercussions from the first incident. So in the first game, I suppose I can ruin it because no one's going to play it suddenly now for the first time. But essentially, this one girl, Ellie, who's the lead character, has a cure. She's immune to the zombie outbreak. And instead of delivering her to this doctor who can perhaps make a vaccine for the outbreak, Joel, the main character, essentially saves her, killing the doctor and escaping with Ellie. And now a lot of people are upset by that because they could have been humanity's last hope.
Wow.
And so now it's the repercussions of that decision, that selfish decision to save Ellie, but entirely like doom mankind. And so it's pretty big, it's pretty hectic, and yeah, some really, really, I want to say graphic, not only in terms of violence, but also in terms of like real big human emotions that go into this movie. It's incredible. And you're saying movie because that's how touching the story is.
Perhaps a clue as to why some of the reviews might have been so negative, given exactly where we are right now and the fact that people might be attaching real big emotions to what is happening in the game. So well done to the designers and to the storytellers for at least capturing that part of the human experience. Now, you'd think that a jump action would be given in any RPG, but it's only been introduced now in part 2. So what would you say is a meaningful contribution in terms of gameplay that has been made that players can expect from The Last of Us?
It's so weird that so few people talk about the addition of the jump feature because, like you say, in an action game, you'd think jump would be like a given, you know, you have to think about it. And so people are talking about so many other things. They're not talking about the fact that they added jump to this game, which didn't have in the first one. It changes the way some of the puzzles are done because, you know, now you can think about verticality in the way you solve puzzles. It's not just this kind of linear puzzle solving thing. And then also there's some really action-packed scenes where you're chased by hordes of zombies and you can't hope to survive or outfight them, so you got to run. And so the jumping mechanic definitely is used quite well then to almost like parkour style traverse the environment. So yeah, it feels like it was there all the time. It definitely adds something.
Also, as you mentioned, that this is a game for a more mature audience, for sure. There's a lot of violence and mature themes. But that said, is there a particular person that you think would enjoy this game?
So when I give it a 10 out of 10, I know there's no such thing as a perfect game, but generally when I say something is 10 out of 10, it's how likely I am to recommend it to that percentage of people. So I would recommend it to anyone who has access to a PS4, who likes the genre, so action, survival type games, and you know, is obviously over the age of 18. That literally, it's the first 10 out of 10 I've played since God of War. It really is good. I'd recommend it to anyone. You don't have to play the first one. There are lots of kind of retrospectives on the internet. So if you go on YouTube and search like part 1, what did I miss? You'll be caught up within 20 minutes enough to be able to enjoy the game fully. But yeah, I really, really do recommend to anyone to play Last of Us Part 2.
Well, sounds like quite the experience. Gareth, thanks so much for joining us, man.
Yes, yes.
Well, there you have it, The Last of Us Part 2, one of the big games in the entertainment, or at least the gaming world right now that everyone's excited about, especially Gareth Woods. So if you are a gamer and you've tried it out, perhaps let us know on our social media platforms, #Expresso Show, what you think about this game.
Well, here's some exciting news. If you'd like to stand a chance at winning a copy of the remastered version of The Last of Us on PS4, as well as The Last of Us Part 2 with merchandise, then go onto our website, rather our Facebook page, and reply to our competition post right there on our Facebook page. Tell us why you think the 7-year wait for Part 2 was well worth it. Let us know. We want to hear from you. The competition will close on Sunday, the 28th of June at 12 midnight. If you want those T's and C's, you can find them on our website, www.expressoshow.com. We'll see you after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Now, if I asked you, do you want some Avo? You might think that I was offering you a nice, delicious slice of toast with some Avo on it. But Avo is actually the brand new super app from Nedbank. It's so super, in fact, that it doesn't just offer you banking abilities, but also online shopping, access to groceries and repair services, home entertainment, healthcare, and so much more. And here to tell us a little bit more about everything we need to know and why we need some Avo in our lives is Vishal Maharaj, the Digital Fast Lane Executive from Nedbank. A very good morning.
Good morning to you, Graham, Taviso, and to your viewers as well.
Good morning, Vishal. So good to see you. I see that Nedbank refers to this new app, the Avo app, as a super app. What's a super app and how does it differ from the regular apps that we've come to know?
Yeah, absolutely. A super app is an app that has a multitude of features and functions all wrapped up neatly into one app, and therefore cutting through the digital clutter of having to have many apps on your phones do these features that the super app does. Now, on that point, Avo offers a holistic view of offerings to our customers and to our businesses alike. We offer through our e-shop capability, homeware and tech options, and much more. We have a fantastic groceries and liquor online proposition where you can buy from a multitude of retailers, check out in one basket with one single payment and a convenient delivery to your house. The best of all is that delivery is free and we offer you 1% cash back in rewards. Beyond that, we even have a home service repair capability where we've onboarded and pre-vetted about 350 home service providers to cater to your every need in your home, anything from electrical to plumbing, even, you know, as it gets colder here in the Highveld, firewood supply or gas refills, we have it all. And if we can't find something for you, you can engage in a friendly chat with one of our agents, and they would go out of their way to find a home service provider just for your need. At the same time, we have bank-grade security, offering very convenient payment solutions, so you can use your Avo wallet to pay at a multiple pay points across the country using our convenient scan-to-pay feature.
Done next night in. It's on you guys. Thank you so much for that. Yes, this is great for the end user and really highlighted how much we've needed a tool like this during the lockdown period especially. But when you look at the flip side of that coin, suppliers surely must benefit a lot from this as well. How do they benefit from selling their goods on Avo? Why? I mean, surely this will boost their exposure. This is a great tool for small businesses.
Absolutely. I think that's probably the thing we're most excited about, helping society and actually small businesses not only survive, but maybe even thrive during this tough times. On that note, we offer small businesses the ability to expose and market their wares to our tens of thousands of customers on Avo by ensuring that they really look at their e-commerce strategy. As you know, a lot of shoppers these days have opted to go online to acquire their essential goods and services at risk of contracting the virus by moving into physical environments. So obviously, small businesses have to really look at their e-commerce strategies, look at going online, and look at a platform like Avo that actually accelerates their ventures into e-commerce. Why? Because we offer you an easy-to-integrate way into providing your goods and services and marketing them to customers in an online manner on Avo. At the same time, we provide, utilizing our secure payments, immediate settlement for all goods and services sold on Avo. And that's an excellent opportunity to manage your cash flow. At the same time, we ensure that we are continuously signing up logistics providers to provide you the opportunity to move your goods locally or nationwide.
So sorry to interject, but also the association, they get to be associated with the Nedbank brand and the peace of mind that comes with that, which I think is brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, but is the app only available to Nedbank clients, or can anyone go on and be able to benefit from all of these absolutely consumer-centric benefits that Avo provides?
Very good question. Staying true to our mantra of helping society at large, Avo is not only available to Nedbank customers, it is available to all South Africans, irrespective of who you bank with, and I must stress that. In fact, Avo is available on the App Store as we speak. Wow. So you can just go to your App Store right now on your phone, type in Avo, download the app, and get going. Alternatively, we've created a very convenient two-click process for our Nedbank Money app users to be able to access Avo and sign up through their Money app. Alternatively, you can even visit www.avo.africa on your mobile phone browser and sign up conveniently. Just remember that Avo is a double-sided platform, so consumers get an app as well as businesses get an app. The business app is called Avo for Business, so you can type the same into the App Store search bar and then download the app.
Absolutely phenomenal. I'm a massive fan of the Nedbank Money app, and I know what went into the back end there, and it sounds like you've put just as much effort in creating something truly unique with this. So well done to you and your team, and thank you for providing something that offers what seems like such a turnkey service, not just for consumers, but I love the fact that small businesses are getting that platform as well. Well done.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Vishal Maharaj of Nedbank. Now, Avo is available via the Nedbank Money app, or you can download it from the Apple or Google Play Store right now.
I'm going to do it right now.
Me too.
Might even buy us lunch.
I'm great enough.
I'll buy us lunch.
Okay, cool.
What if an Avo was all you needed? No, not the superfruit used for good guacamole, but the super innovative all-in-one super app by Nedbank, used to do life differently. Groceries, home repairs, at-home digital entertainment, great deals, payments. I've got it all in one super app. Avo rewards you and takes care of your daily needs. Visit avo.africa and do life differently.
Talking about Avo, we've been enjoying World Avo Month, but now's the time for you all to become a bit more Avo-venturous. You see what I did there? And take your avocado obsession on a culinary adventure. Now, we all know about Avo in salads, in samis, burgers, and pizzas, but there's a whole world of interesting new morsels that need your consideration. Now, listen. The queen of Avo, Chef Anel, is making a delicious avocado and chocolate hummus with cinnamon roasted chickpeas. I mean, it's only you that can take Avo to a whole other level, because last week we had avocado soup. Yes. This week, hummus and Avo. Teach me the ways. Teach me
I just want to say, I love the Avo app, and Avos are taking over the world. We must actually get like an Avo dancey thing going as well. Like,
yes.
Okay, let's do it.
We must be dancing. We must be twerking actually on the show. Like, you haven't twerked for us in a while, so maybe at the end of the segment you can twerk for us. Okay, take us to it.
So Avo hummus, it might sound strange, but the Avo, a normal hummus takes up a lot of oil. So the Avo actually gives the oil to the dish, but it's also very creamy and subtle. It's absolutely divine. I want you to taste a small bit there that I've made for you earlier on. And then I just want the people to hear first what you think, and then we go in. Yes, what you think of that Avo. What do you think?
Do you know what? I'm going to be very honest with you. I was very skeptical, because when you think chocolate and Avo, you think like it could just be mushy.
Yeah.
But you know when you're making muffins and the batter before you put it in the oven, it has that consistency, and it's creamy and it's nice, and I like that it's chocolate and there's chickpeas in, so it's ticking all the boxes of the yasness. So I actually really love it. I actually do love it.
So it's very easy to make. So you've got some chickpeas here, just out of the can. And then for sweetness, we're going to add dates. We're not going to add sugar. And dates also gives a lot of fiber to you, and it's that beautiful flavor that you get. Then we're going to add some cocoa powder, about 2 spoons for this amount.
Who's counting?
Yeah. Some vanilla essence, and that is what, when you tasted the batter, That's what you also tasted. Bit of caramel essence, a pinch of salt, but then we must add the most important ingredient, avo. Look at this. I just love it. I am in love with avos. Someone just love it.
Someone actually wrote to me on our Facebook page last week. They're like, they've never seen two people more passionate about avos than you and Anel. I'm like, guys, but just opening it. I can't be friends with people who doesn't enjoy a good avo. Like, you need to be excited about when you go shopping for avo. Just be like, it's an avo. It's a good avo.
Yeah, and we're still in avo month. That's the best. It's a month for avos. So you just put this on and we just, oh yeah, ek moet 'n bietjie water hier ingooi. I must add a bit of water to this. Otherwise, the consistency is too thick. So let me just add a bit. But you must just check the consistency of this as well.
Absolutely.
So let me just put this on.
Without a fail as well, you know, there's two things that like Luca lives for right now. It's avo and chickpeas. So this is definitely something. I actually gave him avo and chickpeas for dinner last night because it's everything. It's packed with protein. It's good fiber, like you said. And again, it's just that good fat that goes into him.
It's a creaminess as well.
So
okay, let me just quickly do this. I'm going to add a bit more water. That's what normally happens with chickpeas. So let me just add a bit more water.
Of course, you at home, don't be afraid to bring out your inner avo venturer. See, you guys, I'm just on a roll today. Come on. You know, try adding avo to a sweet chocolate puree instead of cream and then combined with maple syrup, real cocoa powder, coconut, and a host of other alternatives. Avocado really does add the quality of cream to it that you need maybe for fruit dip or chocolate sauces or anything. Again, that muffin butter is just going to make it all delicious. Okay, go for it.
Let's go for it. There we go. Look at that. And our hummus is done. But to actually round it off, we want chickpeas. Remember, if you want to serve something, always take what's inside and elevate it. So we're taking chickpeas. We're just going to put that on a baking tray and add a bit of cinnamon to it for a bit of flavor. And a bit of salt. And you just bake this, Jamie, as a snack for Jamie.
This is
for your little one.
You were speaking a language.
I know.
Language.
Yeah.
So perfect. This is 100% a snack that you can just be eating all the day. Again, I'm going to come back to avocado, guys. You know, I'm always speaking life about avocado, but it is also just a wonderful substitute for mayonnaise. Yes. All you have to do is puree the avo with a drop of oil and some lemon juice. Again, it's a delicious and healthier substitute. When making potato salad and even this chicken and mayo, you want to put it in there and then have a calorie, like a less calorie and guilty-free kind of, you know, recipe.
Yes. So I've got it down here now. You serve it like that with beautiful strawberries, with that chickpea that's been baked a bit. It's going to be crunchy, delicious. And then you've got a beautiful snack for the weekend. It's a healthy snack.
Guys, you don't have to worry about your summer bodies because Anel is preparing us for our summer bodies. But of course, if you've missed out on any of these steps, get the recipe on our website, which is expressoshow.com. Here we go.
Hey, I'm so glad you love it.
Add an avo, nurtured in South Africa.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, right here on SABC3. Exciting times coming our way this weekend. The main event for Global Citizens' global goal, Unite for Our Future campaigners, coming up this Saturday on SABC3 in the form of a star-studded virtual concert. While we can't wait for this highlight, this will be preceded by an important summit that will engage the biggest names in science, politics, and advocacy on the toughest challenges facing us as we move into post-COVID-19 era. Now, joining us this morning to shed more light on this dialogue as well as the actions we as global citizens can take to reinforce these efforts is Sonwabise Sebata, who serves as, a senior manager in global policy and government affairs for Southern and East Africa for the organization. A very good morning to you, Sonwabise. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning, and thank you for having Coffee as Global Citizen today.
So, Nobisa, most people focus on the entertainment part of, the global citizen campaigns, but the driving force towards that are the actions put forward by the organization. What is the purpose of these actions?
So, the purpose of these actions, just to firstly say that Global Citizen is not a charity NGO in the traditional sense. So, we leverage the power of collective voice of millions of young Africans and the global community through target actions such as petitions, we have emails, and social media outreaches to create systematic change by working with governments, philanthropists, and corporations to make meaningful policy changes and funding decisions, of course, that address the root causes of extreme poverty.
Can you please take us through some of the actions involved in this particular campaign?
For sure. So for the global goal, Unite for Our Future Summit specifically, we're focusing on actions that are going to address testing, as well, of course, as treatments and the development of vaccines for COVID-19. But most importantly, that it is imperative that these diagnostics and any medicines that are distributed equitably, and that anyone who wants them can have access to them. And one of them, for instance, is an email action requesting President Ramaphosa, who is a phenomenal leader during this time, to fight for tests, treatments, and vaccines for all, and not just a select few. Another one, of course, at this time is an action video to address gender equality and how it has been brought to light specifically during the lockdown and the increase of GBV, for instance, and the job losses for women. And it calls for gender equality to be at the center of any COVID-19 responses that we have right now, and sustainably. And then another action that we have globally that's not specific to South Africa is calling for the protection of the most vulnerable families. The UN quoted that over 1 billion children right now are losing out from the school feeding systems because most of them are schooling from home. And the UN is predicting that we are going to face the biggest food crisis for 50 years. And so the action is highlighting that we have to ensure that vulnerable families survive this pandemic.
And you know what? This pandemic has unveiled so many problems that we have been facing for many years, but now it's like they're coming into light. And the fact that, you and your team are taking action to kind of help vulnerable people in vulnerable spaces is incredibly commendable. And the fact that we also at home can have, a say and also a stand through these petitions that you put out on our emails and on social media platforms. Now, Saturday night's concert will be preceded by the Global Goal Unite Summit. Why did Global Citizen decide to have, the summit in this way? And who can we expect to see weighing in on these important conversations?
So together with the European Commission and leaders from all over the world, and like I said, including our very own President Ramaphosa, we decided that, we have to coordinate our efforts in how we respond to COVID-19. And the WHO came up with something called ACT Accelerate. ACT Accelerator is launched to coordinate the efforts of research, development, and equitable distribution of COVID-19 tests, treatments, and as well as vaccines to all who need it, regardless of where you live and your pipeline. And a related goal to this is to get government, private sector leaders, philanthropists, NGOs, and most importantly, low-income families to have access these test treatments and vaccines equitably. This is very, very important to the AU. It's also very, very important to global communities, to WHO as well. So the summit will really dive into what this means practically. It will speak about how global leaders are coming together, how corporates are coming together. Most importantly, it will put money into any sort of policy commitments towards treatments, tests, and vaccines, ensuring that everyone has equitable access. So you can expect messages from global leaders. You can expect messages from France, from Germany, from the UK. You can expect messages, of course, from our co-host, the EU President van der Leyen, as well as our own CEO, Hugh Evans, and the President of the AU, President Ramaphosa, amongst many, many, many other leaders who we humbly have to say, that have come together and supported this global effort. Towards equitable access to test treatments and vaccines for COVID-19.
So, Nobisa, you've touched on the fact that, it will focus on COVID testing and equal distribution of vaccines, on addressing the GBV rates, as particularly up in South Africa. We know that we have the highest rates of gender-based violence, which for me is, for lack of a better word, sickening. And also just helping vulnerable communities and families, through these tough times. We want to get involved. We want to be a part of it, and everyone else too, I'm pretty sure. How do we sign up to become a global citizen?
I'm so humbled by it. I'm so really excited that you want to be part of it. So really, it's really as simple as logging into globalcitizen.org. Click on the Global Go Live tab on globalcitizen.org to make a pledge or to make an action. Before you make the action, you will be required to sign up before you take the action, and that's as simple as it gets in terms of signing up to become a global citizen.
So, Nobisa Sebata, thank you so much for joining us this morning and shedding light on this very important conversation and important actions, to catalyze change in our societies for today and the future. I hope that you and your team have a successful concert on Saturday and a successful, conversation. And I hope that you have a fantastic morning further.
Thank you so much, and we're looking forward to have the Expresso show and your audience amongst to count them as global citizens.
Trust, we will be there. Now, we cannot wait for this entire, concert happening on Saturday right here on SABC3 at 9:30. Of course, to sign up to be a part of this change-making generation, as well as to catch the summit stream, then head over to globalcitizen.org/Global Goal Unite right now.
We've all experienced those Zoom calls for business. Hey, everyone. Hello? Hi? Hello?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hi? Hello? Hi?
Huh? Hello? I'm here. Are you there? Can you see me?
You muted.
I see you. Unmute.
Wait.
You muted.
Hi. What?
Okay, I'm going to take a nap.
Going to the toilet.
Well, it's time to put those business communication lockdown challenges behind us, because Mango is once again soaring the skies, and they're dedicated to easing you into the new normal. You can now book affordable and reliable business and essential travel and still get a free date change on www.flymango.com. Flymango.com to take your business to the next altitude. Rest assured, your safety is their top priority. Hashtag Mango cares about business. So go out there, go discover more. Go Mango. Book now, and terms and conditions do apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Expresso right here on SABC3. Listen, you don't only have to wear pants this winter season, okay? There are a range of ways to wear dresses and skirts in these colder months. Our fashion and beauty editor, Nox Mafu, joins us this morning to help us style our favorite dresses with cozy knits and coats. A very good morning to you, Nox. First, I must say I love this dress that you are wearing on you. The way that it's cinching that waist. What waist?
What waist, honey? What waist? No, thank you, thank you.
Now, a lot of women I know tend to only wear their skirts and dresses during summer, but what styling tips, would you have for women who also want to rock their dresses during the winter season?
Absolutely. So I think a lot of people, Kohle, tend to think that their dresses need to stay just for summer.
Yes.
And that absolutely isn't the truth. I think a dress is a beautiful accent to any kind of outfit. So I think the best way to wear it usually is just to add a polo neck. Sometimes the layers are really, really easy to do. You can hide some stockings or even leggings under, and you don't even need to hide it because you can wear it with even a shorter dress. It's a lovely way to add layers. And of course, the coats and the jackets can be added on. So dress is a lovely way to just kind of add an accent, but you can layer it up in ways that are so fashionable.
That's one of my favorite reasons why I love winter so much is the layering that comes with it, because you honestly have to think about what you have to put together as opposed to summer where you will be cropped up and you booty shorts.
Exactly, because it's two items. Now you have to think underneath and then underneath. My mom would be so happy if I was wearing this, but I don't do it. So So definitely layer it up. Polo necks there are really great. Great styling tip there.
I love it. Now, if someone wants to, shop new dresses this winter, what are your style staple pieces?
Okay, so you spoke about this dress, right? Now, this is actually what is on trend at the moment. Patterns are all the rage. And I mean, even if I just stand up, like you said, it cinches the waist really nicely. And it's also just a lovely way to style it up with boots if you want, but we can talk about that a little later. So definitely patterns are the way to go. Woolen dresses that just hug you and make you feel so good. Snug, and you can get beautiful polo neck designs, so that's a lovely way to dress it up. And then of course your skirts. You can really use some beautiful skirts, some suede materials there. That's a lovely way to wear those items. Yeah.
Even Icodro.
And also it's nice. It's a beautiful texture, and you can work with it very well. But I think I've spoken too much. Let's look at our model,
please,
because we've styled it and we can see what we can do there.
Jane Ann, looking stunning.
Fire,
I love this. And you know what I love about this dress, Nox, is the subtle print, because if you look closely, it's kind of a snake print.
Exactly, and the kind of accents in the green and the pink, we've picked that up with the boot choice over there. We've used, there's a white element to that dress also, so the use of patterns there. We've used the polo neck over there, and we bring out the whites that are in that dress. So just a lovely way to complement that dress in a way that would be so different in summer. So if she got a little bit cold, I would definitely help her out here with a little bit of a coat. Jen, do you want to try this on for me, please? Ooh.
And you know what? The one thing also that I love about winter is the colors that come in.
Exactly. So look at that. I mean, it complements it so well. She's snug, and there are different ways that she can wear it, but also very professional. I think you can walk into a meeting like this. You can also go out for a beautiful dinner and, after work. So I love how versatile you can make these dresses, and of course, dress it up or down, you are feeling great.
I love it. Jane Ann, you're looking all snatched and looking gorgeous and delicious. Thank you so much, my sweetie pie.
Beautiful.
Now, Nox, we are in the sale season at Woolies, and Woolworths has amazing offerings at the moment. But what would you say are the must-haves during the sale season?
Okay, so we have a sale at the moment, and I went to go do some digging to see what can you actually get. And I think the first thing to go, obviously, are the coats and the puffers. We have incredible designs here that will keep you warm, and it's quite light on the body, so you're not also overweighted, because I think sometimes once you get inside, you can get a bit hot.
Yes.
A denim is a classic one, and I'd rather go for, obviously, a darker denim, and that would obviously be also very complimentary to the body, but also leave you feeling good, and you can wear it multiple times, obviously to a hygienic level, but definitely a lovely statement piece to have in your wardrobe. Your knitwear is the hero.
Look at this.
I mean, the knitwear is the hero, and the colors that come in it are vibrant and so complementary. I mean, Kohle, look at that. The complement to your skin.
Already.
Exactly, with the dark, jean over there. So very, very easy to wear. And of course, the skirts that I was talking about there. all so lovely. The materials are very complimentary, and you can wear that with stockings. You can wear that with leggings.
And boots.
And boots.
As well.
So these are very easy to style. You've got your shorter dresses there. So if I'm talking about essentials, your denims, your coats.
Yes.
Dresses, and knitwear will always be on trend in winter.
I love it so much. Nox, thank you so much for always coming on here and elevating our style from basic to on fleek. Always
level.
Our beauty and fashion editor, Nox Mafu. Now, you at home, make sure to, update your wardrobe with staples that you can wear no matter the season. You can shop all your favorite winter dress trends at Woolworths and get 40% off on selected women and men's fashion and footwear. This offer is valid until the 5th of July 2020, and you can shop it in-store, online, or on the Woolies app. We've indulged in fashion. Now it's time to indulge in some more chocolate food.
Chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. I don't know.
Wait. Nox, are you still here?
Nox,
okay.
Don't move.
Look in the padded jacket's pocket.
Okay. Guys, I set this up. What's happening in the pockets, right?
In the pockets.
This is so cute. I love it. Thank you.
Just for you. Just for you, because we love you so much.
Chocolate's for sharing, yeah.
It is. Yay. So we're making all things and giving all things chocolate today, and Chef Clem is showing us how to make a chocolate meringue tart. And yes, it's even better than it sounds. It looks just ridiculous. White chocolate wafers are used as the base for this decadent treat that is filled with creamy chocolate and topped with, yes, of course, sweet, fluffy meringue. Chef Clem, I don't know if you took affront when I said that you were trying to take a healthy turn yesterday and you're trying to make things all nutritious, and you're like, I'll show him.
And I'm just gonna chuck it all together.
Boom.
But the first recipe we did was really like smart in the way that we can still get a sweet treat, get that chocolate fix. 3 ingredients: oats, banana, chocolate. Done.
Boom.
But this one is like, let's just be real. Chocolate's an emotional food, right? Like, it's the truth. I mean, the Mayans use it as a currency. It's the food of the gods.
100%, man. This is going to be your crescendo then.
This is going to be... Yeah, if you eat this every day,
resistance.
if you eat this every day, it'll be your crescendo.
You can't eat this every day. It's impossible. It's impossible to eat it every day.
As much as we celebrate every day in the studio, we don't celebrate like this every day.
Yeah, no, this is crazy. So this is a once in a while kind of treat, but treat us, my friend.
Sure.
Where do we begin?
Okay, I'm going to talk about the base for like in a bit, but let me talk about the filling because that needs some time. So I've got a combination of dark chocolate and milk chocolate.
Okay.
But go crazy. Use what, pick 2 things out of there in front of you right now.
Oh, it's crazy. Wafer and nut, I'm loving
a wafer
that
and nut,
vibe, but I'm 70, the darker the better. The darker the better.
Yeah,
for
so
me.
do a combination, maybe the wafer and nut and the 85% chocolate. Yeah, absolutely. You see, so just go crazy with it. So I'm gonna...
Caramel, come on.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna mix the 2 chocolates together.
Okay.
And then I've got some double cream.
Okay.
And then it's on a nice simmer, and I'm gonna pour that over the 2
that's
chocolates.
how you melt it, cool.
And there's enough heat in there to melt all of it. All you need to do is give it time. So give it about a minute, and then it's gonna start melting and it's gonna do its thing. Let's talk about that base. So...
Let's talk about that base.
I mean, it's chocolate on chocolate on chocolate on chocolate on chocolate.
In chocolate.
This is white chocolate melted down, crushed with wafer biscuits.
Why? Because...
Why?
Not? Why not?
You know, it's just there's some things in life.
Yeah.
Why do hot cross buns come in packs of 6? I don't know. I know.
Exactly.
Why chocolate wafers? I don't know. Why are there no recipes for leftover chocolate? I don't know. It's just
I think you know.
Oh, we know. Okay, so this is your base.
That's lovely. So it's gonna retain its crunch, but it's also adding another chocolate flavor note.
Exactly.
Is great.
So I mean, how cool are we? We cut through the flavor of chocolate with more chocolate.
With more chocolate,
yeah,
of course.
So,
but it's in all honesty, that kind of ratio is good because I can eat a lot. You can handle a lot of the darker chocolates, but the white chocolate is quite intense. To have a lot of that is quite overpowering. So to have it just as the base, clever.
I agree.
Balance.
It's delicious. Okay, cool.
Balance.
Then, so we got our filling. That's the 2 chocolates, and then some butter's gonna go in there. Let it switch things along.
Of course.
And then the butter.
Known.
Yeah, the butter gives a beautiful gloss and beautiful texture to it as well. And then again, that's all gonna melt together. You can do this over a double boiler if you want, but I think we're fine.
That should
now
be fine.
we're gonna do it with a meringue topping.
Okay.
Meringues are super complicated if you just like, if you've never done it before, but following an instruction, like double the different type of meringues, once you do it once, you'll be fine.
You'll have it locked down.
The one thing is, your eggs, try and get them room temperature. So just take your egg yolks. Sorry, the yolk of egg is white or are white? Yolk of a...
Yolks of many eggs are. Yolk of one is.
Is white?
Yes.
Is yellow.
Is yellow.
Is yellow. Okay,
Damn it.
so take your egg whites out the fridge a little bit before the time, bring it to temperature. Dad jokes. It was Father's Day.
It was
Dad
Father's
jokes.
Day, so
yeah,
you're
okay.
allowed.
So, getting a good whiz.
I can't believe how you set me up as well, eh? So believable.
To stabilize it, a little bit of cream of tartar and a little bit of salt. That's just going to stop your egg whites from collapsing.
You know, I've got cream and tartar. We actually got it to make Play-Doh for my son. And
Okay.
It's been sitting there in my baking cupboard because that's the only way I knew where to put it. But the whole time I was thinking, where do I use cream of tartar?
Now you know. Now you know. Okay.
As a stabilizer, you say. Okay.
And then you add your sugar gradually, and you want to do this over a double boiler, and it starts cooking the whites.
Okay.
And you can see already.
Oh, look at that. Okay.
Yeah. And the more sugar you add, the glossier it's going to become. Until. Stop. Let me put this on the ground here. Until it looks like this.
Oh, I was wondering.
And you know how to test if your meringue's done and you've whipped it enough?
Shove your hand in there and eat it.
Oh no, you have to hold it over your head.
Whoa.
Should
Are you brave enough?
Should I do it?
Please?
Okay, for
Please?
3 Mississippis.
3 Mississippi.
Okay, are you ready?
All right.
Ready?
Okay.
Wait,
No,
I wasn't
do it,
ready.
man.
Okay,
No, no.
okay.
I wasn't ready. Wait.
Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3.
Mississippi.
Oh,
You didn't Mississippi in the third one.
No. But okay,
Trust
it's
your
done.
meringue.
It's
Trust your
done.
meringue.
No,
Okay.
it's good. Okay, imagine that flopped. No, there was no backup plan.
It would have been the highlight of the show.
Oh
this
my
week.
goodness, there was no backup plan. Okay, let's check out our chocolate and our butter. Let's see if it's actually melted. You do want to give this some time, like I said, let it sit for about 2 minutes just to melt through. And you can see it's done its thing already.
Beautiful.
Without adding extra heat to it. It started melting, it's looking delicious. And you want to make sure you mix it until all the butter's mixed through.
Okay.
The 2 chocolates have mixed through. And that's going to be your filling. Essentially what this is, it's called a ganache. And then we added the butter to it to give it extra richness. And you don't have to cook it, you don't have to like bake it. It sets naturally using the cream and the chocolate that's in there. So it's decadent, but it's so easy to make. And it's a great way, especially talking about the promo that Woolies have right now. 30% off any 3 Lindt or selected Woolies products.
You can use all 3.
It's your chance to actually up your chocolate game.
Yeah.
Work on some recipes you've always wanted to do.
As a beautiful little tartlet for like a little slice of this for dessert. It's quite dramatic, it's dainty, it's beautiful, and it obviously packs a punch. So we're thanking Taste for the inspiration here, undoubtedly. But you can find the full recipe on expressoshow.com. And please, if you're going to do the meringue, the 3 Mississippi meringue challenge.
Do the 3 Mississippi meringue?
Please film it, just in case.
Yes.
Please film it and post it on the Expresso Facebook page so we can see.
I need to fast forward a bit because I want to actually finish this guy. So once this is all mixed together, you pour that onto your base, and then it goes to the fridge and it sits. Our meringue's done, so let's unmold this guy over here. Moment of truth. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So how long should it take to set? Not too
Oh,
long.
man,
No.
probably like 4 hours, you're going to be good. Chocolate, I find like overnight, when you set it overnight, it always just tastes better.
Better, okay.
So yeah, do it overnight. How beautiful
Because
is
you've
that?
essentially created a new chocolate.
Oh,
You've
yeah.
taken
Oh, yeah.
the others and you've created something new, but that looks beautiful,
Okay,
actually.
so now,
eh?
take your meringue, and you just get at it.
Okay.
This is so decadent. It's so delicious. We normally do these decadent dishes on a Friday, but I mean, we were like, you know what?
International Chocolate Day, unofficially.
Is it?
It's
Every day is?
unofficially. It's unofficially, officially.
All right.
International Chocolate Day.
Oh man, how decadent is that? It's so good.
Wow.
Oh, by the way, and tomorrow, if you're a meat lover, you're not going to want to miss it. It's steak on steak on steak on steak on steak, and there will be no mistake.
No.
It's going to be good.
No mistaking that.
No, not at all. So cool. Just get that
Stake your
meringue on there.
claim.
No.
Wow.
Oh, okay, and we love playing with toys in the kitchen, so.
Oh, I was wondering
Little bit of
why
a-
that was pointed at me. Just do it. Don't melt the chocolate, though.
Don't melt the chocolate. Aims just for your meringue.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Oh,
I mean,
my
you could add
goodness.
other things. You can bang some fruit berries in there. You could do whatever you
Yes.
want. That is spectacular.
A little theatrical, but I mean,
Yeah.
that's how we do it in the kitchen.
That's how we know you, my friend. Don't worry. If it
This
wasn't
is-
theatrical, I'd be disappointed.
It's a piso portion. He would be all over this. How's that?
And let's be
Oh.
honest, meringue doesn't taste quite as good until you've actually kind of caramelized the edges. Woo-hoo! You can find it on expressoshow.com. So in case you missed any of the steps, of course, taste is going to show us how it's done. Take a look.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're still keeping it locked right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Now, from humble beginnings, anesthesiologist Dr. Patience Ntani, affectionately known as Dr. Pashi, has worked her way into the hearts of her patients and to the top. Dr. Pashi joined us this morning to chat about her strong passion for women empowerment and how she is as strongly bound to the ER during the COVID-19 pandemic as her heart is bound to her patients and what she does. Good morning, doctor, and welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Good morning, sweetheart, and how are you?
I'm doing good. You are looking fabulous, doctor.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. You know what they say about good-looking doctors? That we have that positive impact on the emotional being of the patient, eh?
I love that, and you're going to be taking us through all that positivity in just a bit. But you know, being a doctor really entails a lot of dedication, you know, and passion, and is a field sadly mainly dominated by male doctors. Maybe you can share with us, you know, your personal upbringing and the experiences your career has brought you and taught you.
Okay, Dr. Peshi is a village girl from Botokwa in Limpopo. I was brought up by extremely philanthropic parents who taught us the importance of giving to the less fortunate and the power of serving God. So that caliber of upbringing had a major impact on my choice of career. I've always known that I'll follow a career of service and significance. And
one thing about me, I never allowed my humble beginnings to determine the magnitude of my dreams. So through persistence and hard work and resilience, I'm now an internationally recognized anesthesiologist. I'm a specialist and I administer anesthesia for open heart surgery, thoracic surgery, neurosurgery, basically major surgeries. And yes, there's nothing that feels good like saving a life. And one other thing about specializing is that doing what you love, of course, it's a blessing, but mastering what you do, I feel like that is true power.
I mean, is there nothing that you can't do because you're a doctor, you're a mother, you're a wife? How does it feel, being on the front line during the COVID-19 pandemic? And, how do you plan continue being this positive role model, mentoring the youth in ways of excellence?
The COVID-19 pandemic it's really testing our core obedience to this calling as healthcare professionals. Firstly, at home, because I have a son and he's 8 and we expected to homeschool at the same time you're expected to be at work. So I had to find a system that works for me. So I had my son, being a frontliner child, had to quickly step out of his comfort zone and immediately learn how to independently attend the online classes and navigate through the new norms of doing his assignments online, submitting things online. And yes, we are still very much involved, but for the fact that we taught him that sense of independence, he's still 8 years old, but hey, he's leveling up because mommy and daddy cannot be around all the time. And yes, another thing at work, it's a very emotional time for everyone involved. Being in clinical medicine and on the front line of the COVID-19 pandemic, it's emotionally draining. Every moment that you spend in the hospital is like a surrender of your own life in order to save the patient's lives. And we really show up, and it's really painful to see some of our colleagues dying and some of them getting infected. And when they heal, they still come and show up to the mission. That's how dedicated the people in the healthcare system are.
I love that optimism, and last year you were awarded the Positivity Award at an event in London, an award that recognizes people who have positively impacted the lives of others. Tell us a bit more about this experience and what it was like to receive this recognition.
Wow, it was such an emotional experience because first of all, I didn't expect something like this, and it's not every day that somebody get awarded for impact positively in people's lives. So it was such an honor for me, and I took my mother with me so that she could firstly go and see the UK and witness her daughter being honored with an award of that magnitude. And yes, I was obedient to my calling of becoming a doctor and saving lives. However, through my life's journey, I've mastered the art of using my calling to step into my purpose, because my purpose is to serve, to empower, to teach, to motivate, to impact positively in people's lives. And my medical platform and what I do, motivational speaking, they combine beautifully, and I could really be at the core calling of my being.
Your purpose also led you to be the founder of an international brand that focuses on women empowerment. How did that come about, and why was that also so important to you?
Power Women is a platform where women from various parts of the globe will get together as one and ignite that fire within them. And I know that as women, we are powerful beyond measure. And it's about time that we rise above our storms and our circumstances and step into our purposes. And this is a platform that will inspire women to birth their visions and their dreams to life. And having engaged with a lot of women around the globe, I've realized that we are similar as women, and we face similar challenges in different forms. So it is important that we form that sisterhood where we'll show up for each other, pull each other up as we rise, and then we will conquer. And believe you me, each and everyone who's coming to this conference, when they get out of the auditorium, they would have made a decision about their own lives. And that is what I call true empowerment.
Dr. Pesci, you are a true representation of women empowerment. Thank you so much for your positivity and thank you so much for your time and looking fabulous as always, Doctor.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you to Dr. Pesci and the thousands of healthcare workers who are on the front lines every day to make sure communities have the medical care that we need to get through the impact of the COVID-19 outbreak. These workers are holding our communities together right now, so please tell them thank you.
Now, earlier on, our fashion and beauty editor, Nox Mafu, she gave us a quintessential style workshop on women's winter dresses. Look at her. I mean, she knows everything about it. And judging by the comments we have seen on social media, the ladies are here for it.
Absolutely.
And of course, we know that, you know, for a lot of us, we feel assured knowing that we can look our best this season, thanks to Nox.
Absolutely. Outer confidence can be drawn from the clothes we wear. But true inner certainty is the key to a signature style and a memorable outfit. And someone who saw that best was visionary French fashion designer Yves Saint Laurent, who has certainly gained iconic status. And he once said these words.
This is what he once had to say. Over the years, I have learned that what is important in a dress is the woman who's wearing it.
Oh.
Wow.
Oui, oui, monsieur.
Wow.
Laurent.
Wow.
Well said indeed.
Over the years, I have learned that what is important in a dress is the woman who's wearing it. I love it. I love it.
Go on, sisters.
Your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, right here on SABC3. Ooh, now we're going to be talking about something that concerns many women across the globe. Menstruation, aka the period, time of the month, pinkies, however you want to address it. It's literally a normal part of womanhood. For any young girl approaching this phase of their life, it's important to discuss hygiene and the pains that one can expect during these cycles.
Now we chat to Dr. Jason Bennett about the correct hygiene methods and the different types of menstrual pains females can expect. Welcome to the show, Dr. Jason Bennett.
Thanks for having me.
We know that menstruation is, you know, a normal part of growing up and being a woman, which can be quite uncomfortable at times. But what are some of the symptoms of PMS and why do some suffer more than others? Because I feel like those that don't suffer, they are God's favorites.
So PMS stands for premenstrual syndrome. It's a group of symptoms. These symptoms consist of feeling bloated, having cramps, feeling moody, and it normally happens about 1 to 2 weeks before you have your period. It normally goes away once your period starts. There are also other symptoms as well, some breast tenderness. Some women do report having small little breakouts before their period starts, all part of PMS.
They're all a part of, you know, PMS, but is it normal for everyone to experience them, and what can we do about them?
So some women have quite very mild symptoms and some women have very severe symptoms, but it's actually 3 in 4 women have had some PMS symptoms in their life.
Wow.
There are a few things that you can do. First, you start off with the conservative measures or less advanced things. So you can start with exercise. So a good exercise routine can really help. It relieves stress and anxiety, meditation and yoga, changing your diet, so decreasing caffeine, decreasing sugar. And then you can start on medication, so such as the birth control pill can really improve PMS symptoms. Diuretics, and in for very severe cases, antidepressants. Some supplements can also help as well, such as calcium, magnesium, omega-3 and omega-6, and also natural remedies like evening primrose oil can also be very helpful.
I will say before I had Luca, I didn't have a lot of PMS symptoms, but now post being pregnant, I do see a lot of this PMS symptoms. But let's chat about hygiene, doctor. You know, what are the different sanitation methods and how do we know what is best for us?
So there are a few methods to use. The most common are tampons, pads, and menstrual cups. So it's very variable on the woman and depends on what she feels most comfortable with. Most girls will start using a pad, and when they feel more comfortable with their periods, they'll move on to using a tampon. Some older women feel more comfortable using menstrual cups. So it's completely dependent on how the woman feels, and I encourage girls to experiment and try different methods to see what suits them best.
Very interesting, but maybe what are some other important things to remember about hygiene during one's monthly cycle?
So general hygiene is very important. So number one, hand hygiene. And number two, wiping from front to back. Having a period pack is really important, especially for young girls. The period pack should contain something like a tampon or a pad, plus a change of panties. Disposal of tampons is also very important. So ideally not throwing it in the toilet, but rather wrapping up and disposing in a bin. Pads should be changed every 4 to 8 hours. And most women end up changing the pads when they go to urinate.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jason Bennett, for joining us this morning on shedding some light on the importance of hygiene, especially when, as women, you know, we are going through our monthlies or pinkies or time of the month. We hope that you have an awesome morning further.
Thanks so much.
Brufen can assist with a range of pain symptoms such as period pains, back and muscle pain, headaches and migraines, and dental pain, helping you where it hurts most.
Experiencing pain? Brufen works where it hurts. Brufen 200 and 400 milligram is not suitable for children under the age of 12 years.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Time to get back into our tech discussion. We're talking all things streaming at the moment, and we went through a little bit earlier in the show, along with South African gaming YouTuber Grant Hines, all the different ways that everyday professionals, all of us, are benefiting from online streaming and having a better streaming game. He's going to join us now to unpack some of the tech involved, and some pretty cool tech, dude. Obviously, you have the benefit of having pretty cool connections to get you the best of everything, but it's about, I suppose, painting yourself in a good light, but you need the equipment to be able to do that.
Listen, like, I've been doing this for many, many years, and I've been collecting gear. A lot of this gear is gear that I've collected over many, many years. But I'll be able to tell you why each of those components matter to your streaming, and you can decide at home, if you've got Zoom meetings or whatever you're doing at home, the kind of gear that you actually
need to go. Okay,
exactly.
Cool. Okay, so where do we begin, my friend?
Okay. Graham, what is this?
Look at that. Look at that. A little...
Is this for me?
Oh, look at that. Just because you're so sweet, because it's International Chocolate Day. A little... Very
can I keep this?
Kitchen fairy must have hidden that somewhere.
Okay, well, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it for myself. Okay.
There he is. There's our little fairy.
So a couple of things over here. I'm going to start with, this is, it's called a key light. You generally need key lights. The lights in the studio, this is why it's so exciting for me. The studio here that we bring you this TV show is now pretty much available on this table that you can do at home.
In your own little
And one of them is like lights like this. You don't necessarily need a key light of this level, but having a light that can light your face when it's late at night, or if you've got meetings overseas and it's like early hours of the morning, is imperative.
Okay.
And that's really easy and convenient, and it looks really cool. You know, you can sit on your desk when it's like that. The other thing is, on the front of the desk, we've got what is traditionally a DSLR camera.
Okay.
Now, DSLR cameras have much better visual quality, bigger sensor sizes that we were talking about earlier than the webcam on your actual laptop. So able to use that, you can either plug it in directly, or you can use dongles like this. These cam links are super cool. They basically convert the HDMI signal out of the camera into a USB signal so that your computer reads it as a webcam. And then you've got like a movie camera on your computer that can make it look...
And then you look amazing, and suddenly you're the guy winning in the meeting because you just
everyone thinks, is this the boss?
Like, wow,
is this the boss?
Is this okay, a hero? Okay, I love that.
In the control room, I know we can hear the guys in the control room now in our ears, there's somebody called a vision mixer, and the vision mixer then cuts different scenes. So maybe you have a lecture where if you're teaching and you've got like a PowerPoint or with a whole scene that's just dedicated without your face, and then a full screen of your face, and then maybe the PowerPoint with your face in the corner. So you've got like a couple of scenes that you want to show your kids. There's something called
information-driven presentation.
Yeah, there's something called a stream deck. It's this little device over here. It's got a multitude of buttons on it, and you are able to then hot swap. There are lots of vision controllers. You get them inside television studios like the one that we have over here, and they're super expensive because they're like, you know, it's what we bring you at home. This is not easy to do.
Whenever we say broadcast quality, then suddenly it's like...
Shout out to Henny in the back.
Yeah.
He sets this all up. And that little device, those devices like that now are being shrunk down so that we can do them at home. Then remember, we were talking about audio. We've got to have good audio. So you can get a condenser microphone just like this one. Condenser microphones are dropping in price. You can go to any store and be able to find them. But a condenser microphone is pretty much what they use on radio. We're not using condenser microphones to bring you this. We're using lapel mics. And the audio sounds incredible, but the audio on radio is a speciality. It is
it's an audio. Mean. Yeah.
So having your audio sound good is great. And as you can see, they're getting a lot smaller.
And it looks really cool and old school radio TV vibes.
Yeah, it looks like like
Johnny
a TV.
Carson vibes. Yeah.
Johnny Carson vibes. Yeah, it's really sick. Like to have that on your desk. And you can also have really good audio. And it's great for other things. Like if you're doing voiceovers, having a good microphone is valuable. Then we have, lastly, capture devices. These are traditional capture devices. There's a whole bunch from a whole bunch of different companies over here. But basically, what it does is it has an audio input, an HDMI input, and an HDMI output. And that means that whatever you can run through an HDMI, so if you are doing a presentation on an Android box to your TV, you can run it through here, or a game capture if you're streaming gaming, and then be able to watch it. So you can literally bring anything to your audience right now at home like a TV studio.
And stream it through that line. Absolutely amazing, dude. Can I ask, okay, when you take it to your level, obviously, I know you're casting and you're streaming daily, and this is part of your job. How much would a home setup like this
It's not
cost
expensive.
you at the high end?
So think it's not expensive. I think it's going to sound a lot to you, but if you get everything, it could cost you about 10, 15,000 Rand. But think about the capabilities of this compared to a TV studio that we're running here.
That costs millions.
That costs millions. It costs millions to have a TV show like this. And being able to bring a production to people from your house can increase your income. Imagine how much money you can earn by broadcasting from home. That's where the value is.
And just go and check him out on any of the streaming platforms that he's on. I won't promote them now, but you are awesome. Thank you so much for bringing the energy and the coolest gadgets that we've had in a long time. So hopefully this has inspired you to think a bit more critically about how you're presenting yourself when you're having that next Zoom meeting. I think I have just about enough time to squeeze in one more piece of chocolate, one more version of chocolate. It's a chocolate shake.
Well, if you're looking for ways to warm up this winter, then listen up. Super M, they're at it again. They're doing it again. They're warming up your winter with a whopping 500,000 Rand in cash prizes. That's 500,000 Rand. 500,000 in cash and prizes for sharing your warm-up filler. Yes, and if you are looking for some inspiration, well, you've come to the right place at the right time. You will find it right here as we get cozy with a Super M triple threat warm chocolate shake. It's a perfect threat to warm up the cold winter chills right off your body. And here to do it is my smart girl, my trusted, my tested, my reliable Nicole Snelling.
The hand that feeds you.
The hand that feeds me, my smart girl. How are you doing this morning?
Good, and you?
Good. This is genius what you're about to make here, because when you were explaining it to me earlier on, I thought, wow, how do you think these things up? But you're that girl. You are that girl. The brains are something you've got. What are we doing?
Thanks.
Nicole?
So I've taken some Super M chocolate. So I I actually love the bigger one over the smaller one because,
Naturally.
I mean, really.
You don't even need to explain why.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Cool. So I've warmed it up. So
Yeah.
this is nice. You can warm it up in the microwave or you could heat it up over the stove. So I'm doing it over the stove for you guys. So just like Clem did earlier with his cream and his chocolate, you let it melt. So
Yeah.
we're going to let that sit.
It really is a chocolate extravaganza today.
This is triple chocolate, but I'm counting chocolate, chocolate,
Chocolate,
chocolate,
chocolate,
chocolate,
chocolate,
chocolate, chocolate. Cool, so we're gonna take our pouring chocolates. So you can use melted chocolate or chocolate sauce. So you just wanna make it look pretty. If you're making this for someone at
Special.
home, someone special, or just for yourself. I mean, you gotta do nice things for yourself.
Self-care is a real thing. It's a real concept that we all should be practicing on a daily basis. That's what I say.
100%. And what better than self-care than chocolate?
Chocolate, nothing.
Right, exactly. So we're going to add our second chocolate number, which is cocoa.
Yeah.
And you're going to whisk this all together. So the whisk just helps it combine a little bit better and quicker than a spatula.
Okay, I see. I'm sure for a lot of people you're watching Nicole get through this with so much ease and you're thinking, oh, I'm gonna get lost. There's so much chocolate to get through. We've made it easy for you. Go onto our website, www.expressoshow.com. We have loaded the recipe on there with all the different chocolatey ingredients on there for you.
Great. So we're going to pour this into our heat-proof mug. Obviously, it looks like glass, so it is a heat-proof one. So if you are going to be using a mug at home, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Then a little secret weapon that I also always keep in the fridge, a little bit of cream.
Yep.
Because we are going super decadent
What
here.
do I always say about cream, Nicole? Tell the people at home.
About cream? Well, I don't know.
I say...
Moisturize.
No.
Oh,
This is what I say. Follow my lips. You will get nowhere without cream.
Okay. Okay, to
Do I not always say that to you? Okay, sometimes.
No, to be so.
Man.
But you know, you always say I'm smart, so I don't think I got that one.
Well,
there,
I'm
so
gonna
I'm gonna have to take it back now.
Jackie, you're still smart.
Cool. So I've just taken little mini marshmallows because what is hot chocolate without marshmallows? And then these, you asked me earlier, what are these?
So cool.
So these are just like chocolate wafer biscuits, and you can get some of them with holes as well. So you just
Can you
dunk
use
it
them as
in,
straws?
and you can use it as a straw.
You are so smart. It blows my mind all the time.
All right.
Man,
How awesome.
Okay, well, the proof is in the tasting. It's time for me to brew this, and I'll tell
made
you
one
what I
just for
think
you.
of it. Thank you so much. This
Let
looks
me know.
so pretty.
How many chocolates can you taste in that one cup of...
So yummy. But what we've seen here and what I'm tasting here is one way to warm up your winter. And it could be even better with a chance to win your share of that 500,000 rand, 500,000 rand, 500,000 in cash and prizes. So what are you waiting for? Go onto Super M SA Facebook and Instagram pages. Share with them your warm filler. And don't forget to tag your 3 friends. And you could be winning your share in 500,000 rand prizes. I'm so jealous of that. I really am so jealous of that. But this tastes so good. Thank you so much. So this you use as a straw, but you can eat it as well, right?
Exactly.
Thank you so much.
2 uses.
You'll get nowhere without?
Cream.
And?
Chocolate.
Yeah.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. This is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso on SABC3. We're live, large and in charge on this Thursday morning. And wow, an exciting moment coming up. We've got a three-way tie between the three ladies. It is the battle of the sisters. Okay, so on social media, we said this to you on Twitter. We're having a triple threat ladies showdown today with the hashtag Omarask 5-second challenge. And who do you think will walk away with the win and why? So of course the three ladies, Nox Mafu, Kuhle Adams and Jamie Lee Domberg. And the overwhelming majority of you said that Kuhle Adams is gonna take it hands down. Look at that, 69% of you. If I were to look at some of the comments from our Facebook page, Leafy Ndlovu says, I go with Jamie Lee Domberg because she's been the 5-second challenge host for long enough to have more experience of her very own. Go, Jamie. I'm rooting for you. Okay. Nice, all right. Nozipo says, morning. For me, it's Kuhle. I mean, if not her, then who? Shout out to you, Miss Goldust. Okay, we see you, Nozipo. We're gonna get one more, fine. We got another one, I think it's from Khine, who says, my best favorite show. Good morning to you. I will go with Nokolo Ma for 5 seconds. She knows how to eat Omaras. She's fast. Okay, yes. So now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the hashtag Omarask 5-second challenge.
With Oma Rusks, it's always dipping time. From the first thing in the morning right through to that midnight snack in bed. What is your favorite dipping time?
So ladies, you all know how it works. Each of you will be designated a question. You have 5 seconds to answer that question, and you will hear by the buzzer when the time is done. I'm very, very strict on the times, and then we'll tabulate the scores at the end. Ladies, are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah?
The pressure is on.
Okay. I am going to go in random order.
All right.
Okay, so here we go. First up is going to be Kuhle. You have 5 seconds to name 3 famous actresses.
Kate Winslet, Reese Witherspoon, and Queen Latifah.
Ooh, that's nice, that's nice. Jamie Lee, you're next.
Yes.
5 seconds to name 3 international fashion designers.
Coco Chanel, Gucci, and Louis Vuitton.
Okay, all right.
Are those not brands? So we're not talking designers?
That's not a designer.
Yeah, Gucci's not a designer, so I'm gonna have to take that one away from you, unfortunately. All right, Nox, you're next.
All right.
Giving you 5 seconds to name 3 female singers.
Beyonce, Christina Aguilera, and Judith Sapuma.
That was a very easy one. You got it right on time. Here we go. Jamie, you're up next in random order. You got 5 seconds to give me the names of 3 things a lady would have in her purse.
Lipstick, her cell phone, and glasses.
Right, there we go. Very nicely done. Kuhle, give me 3 hairstyles.
Bob, cut, braids.
Dirty cut.
Cross cut.
Okay, nice one. Save it there at the end.
I gave it to her.
All right, Nox, give me 3 items of women's clothing.
Dresses, skirts, and tops.
Wow, okay, all right, all right. Jamie Lee, you need to catch up. Both ladies have scored 1 or 2 apiece, you on 1. All right, here we go with the next one. Let's start off with you, Jamie Lee. Give me 3 cheesy pickup lines.
Are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see. Did it fall from when you came from heaven? You are beautiful. Hello, girl. How?
You know, I want to give that to you. I want to give that to you, because sometimes even a hello, girl.
Hello, girl.
Hello, girl.
Depends who's saying
Hello,
it.
girl. Depending on how you say it. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Kuhle, how about this? Give me 3 things our Omas teach us.
Out of pause.
It's like pathetically.
Okay, all right.
That was the gift.
Okay, you failed hard on that one. Nox, name 3 reasons to get dressed up.
3 reasons to get dressed up: to feel good, to look good, and to show up and show off.
Hey, how about that now?
Doesn't count.
How about that now?
Hi,
hey?
bro.
To show up and show off.
Show up.
I suppose.
Yes, exactly. Don't be a hater. Okay, here we go. Let's go with you, Kuhle, with the next one. Okay, name 3 ways to irritate a woman.
Ooh, look through my phone, steal my makeup, and pulling my wig off.
Sure. Those are very, very specific.
That was real.
Very, very specific. All right, Jamie Lee.
Yes.
Give me 3 ways to impress a woman.
Smell good, look good, and smile.
Okay.
Smile.
Nox, name 3 things every woman wants to hear.
You are beautiful. I appreciate you, and I see you.
All right. Gents, I hope you're taking notes out there. All right, this is the last round, ladies, to make up points or to lose them. Here we go. Let's start off with you, Jamie Lee. Name 3 professions you'd do if you weren't a presenter.
I would be a singer, I'd be a dancer, and I'd be a teacher.
Right.
Nice.
Okay.
I know that.
Kuhle, name your 3 favorite Expresso presenters.
Jamie Lee Domberg, Katlego Mabue, Graham.
Sorry, Uncle Tabs, you didn't make the list. And then, Nox, name your 3 favorite things you love about presenting on TV.
I get to connect with South Africans. I get to share my love for fashion and beauty. And Lucian wants me to say it's him, but...
Wow, what happened there? You fluffed on the last one.
And I was gonna take it home.
Oh, you were gonna take it home. All right, our auditors are tabulating the results, and the winner of this triple threat ladies showdown is... Hold on. What? They're all the winners! That was a lot of fun. Now, remember that today is your last chance to enter this week's 24-hour dipping challenge with Oma Rusks. You have until 11 a.m. this morning to send in your photo of you dipping a Oma while working at home. Now, the 3 people who send us the best photos will each win a coffee plunger and Oma Rusk hamper worth 500 Rand. Remember to post your photos on the Expresso Facebook or Twitter page with the hashtag anytime is dipping time. And remember that T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. Oh my goodness, it is time for us to say goodbye. Can you believe it? It's been a wonderful show.
Aww.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you very much, ladies. Gentlemen, it's been amazing. Once again, Graham Richards, Uncle Tabsy, of course, Nicole Snelling and Clem in the kitchen. Thank you very much as well. Oh, what is that? Tabiso, all those chocolates. No, ready for them.
Expresso Show, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.